In the X3 MBA program, imagine 1 price, 3 qualification. You love it, correct? Buy one, free one. Now it's buy one, free two. Okay? So, but they dare to introduce this. British University, we are conservative. We always think about our reputation. We don't want to introduce such change. Okay? Now, let me go to the next point here. Locations. Location is a branding for the institutions. Okay? A very simple example. Let me choose London Business School. If you go to London Business School, other than selling the product, which means the postgraduate program, London Business School always say, you come to London, you enjoy London. You come to London, you build the London experience. Locations. Now, imagine how location actually affect the reputation and operation for the universities. This is a page from CAS. I didn't realize that the S-Dean from CAS is here because I think that CAS always use a very good branding model. Again, you can see you join CAS Business School, you go to the London, and then you are the heart of the business. Okay? Now, due to the importance of locations, many British universities now, they start branches in London. Imagine Liverpool has a branch in London, UEA has a branch in London, and so on. Okay? Now, why location is important? But again, you may say that, how about Asian University? Do we care about location? Yes, we care about location. One example. This is Institute Technology Bandung, one of the major institutions in Indonesia, one of the top institutions in Indonesia. We also have a branch in Jakarta, the business hub of the Indonesia. Okay? Now, why location is important as a student? You are not just there or here to study. You are here to have a lifestyle and experience. And obviously from the institution perspective, why we think location is important? In the right location, we're able to engage employer. We're able to bring them in to discuss with the students on the future career opportunities. Okay? And very important also, because of the location, we're able to connect employer and student much better. Because at the end, what you want is your job. Are you employable or not? Are you able to get job easily? Okay, location will decide this. Okay? Now, let me move to the next challenge here. To be a world-class business school, we need to look into students. Very important. This is one of the very important input. And obviously, we have challenge here. Is it quantity versus quality? Frankly, I can tell you this. If you go to UK University for master's program, even in Nottingham, we have high percentage of Asian students. We have high percentage of concentration of students from a given country. Okay? We are not doing that well. But let me show you, I skip these 2 slides here. One very important example here. This is the student profile from INSEAD, a French business school, which has location in Asia, Singapore. In fact, INSEAD built the reputation based on the branch campus. Okay? Now, if you refer to INSEAD, it has 1,024 students, but none of the students dominate from one country. Very balanced distributions. Okay? And then the entry requirement is very, very strict. Okay? Now, in other words, many students would like to have now will be student populations. They're able to share their experience. They're able to learn from each other. As an institution, are we able to sustain students from many countries? Are we able to increase the percentage of international students? Which means that now, how can we promote ourselves in the international market? One of the challenges faced by, I would say, North American and British university or Australian universities. We attract many international students, in particular from Asia, and African countries? Because we use English as a medium of instructions. Because Asian parents and Asian students think that with English, with good command of English, when they go back to their home country, they are more employable. But this advantage disappeared. This advantage of the UK university, Australian university, and North American university reduced over the time. Let me show you why here. Korea University. You probably think, if you go to Korea, you realize that many Koreans can't speak English, correct? Difficult to communicate. But Korea universities has achieved 40% of subjects taught in English. In fact, government now expect the university to use English more in the teaching. Now, imagine if every layer of Korean, they can speak fluent English, they are world-class institutions. Will they come to UK to study? Will they go to North America to study? Okay, another example. This is a new university in Vietnam. It's a university being established by Vietnamese government in year 2013 or 2012. This is the first government-funded university use English 100% as a medium of instructions. Imagine, in Vietnam, university use 100%. And also, government-funded universities now are encouraged to teach more in English. So, if everyone have good command of English, if everywhere there are good business schools, why should they move out from their home country to study in Australia, to study in UK, if the university in their home country has a good international student populations, which means that by studying locally, they can learn from the student from another country, they can get culture exposure without going out.